Greetings from Buddy and I. We're here to talk about a Phoibos. And now, this little one here, he can't talk about watches, but he can be my comfort support dog, can't you, mate? Yeah, basically, Phoibos kindly sent me this watch to share with you guys, and I have been loving wearing it since I got it. I think you're going to like it too because it's not as weird and quirky as some of their other watches that they have. That's paid off with this watch. I think it's going to have a bit more mass market appeal. The size is right. There's some cool design features. Like I said in the thumbnail, I think it's got some 90s vibes. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that if you continue watching the review. So stick with me and let's get stuck in. So here it is, the Phoibos Kraken. With discount just over €400. 4 different colourways you can get this in. The idea is they've got a theme to align a bit like the moon swatch with the planets. They're trying to aim with this to be aligned with nature and things like that. So the blue one's going to be the ocean, but this green one is like a tropical rainforest. I like that. The red one's lava. You get the idea. I chose the green one because I just think it looks gorgeous. I love it on emerald green dials. So the colour variations are awesome. It's nice to have colourways which I think are going to work for most people. Now, specification wise, you're getting a fully stainless steel watch. They all come with this bracelet. They all come with the same movement, which is the Myoto 9039, which is a 4 Hz movement. Lovely smooth sweep. Date complication down here, just above the 6. 200 meters water resistance. AR coated sapphire. AR coatings on the underside. 15 layers of BGW9 and a bit of C3 lume in here. Very good lume indeed. I'll show you more a bit later of that. You get 120 click rotating dive timing bezel. The bracelet is solid with screw links, which effectively means you take the screws out to remove these lovely, quite small links. So it's easy to get to fit you very well because it has a very large micro adjust clasp, which is toolless as well. So you press a lever and it extends nice and easily. So you can get this to fit you absolutely perfectly. Etching on the clasp there is milled as well. The end links are solid and they are female end links with quick release spring bars, so it's easy to swap this out for your own strap if you want to change it out. Case size is 40mm, it's 12mm thick. The length of the watch is just under 48mm. Very nice wearable size, and this bracelet tapers from 20mm down to about 18, then jumps back up to 20 again for the clasp. And sized up to my 7¼ inch wrist, so we need my good buddy Gipas here to let me know how much this weighs. We're looking at a weight sized up is 160 grams, which is very much a standard sort of weight you would expect for a 40mm case size watch. The good thing about this Myoto is it's got hacking and hand winding, which basically means you can pull the crown out, you can wind the movement up if you've let it run down to being dead. Pull the crown fully out, it hacks the movement so you can get the timing bang on. I put this on my time grapher, it's running about 5 to 7 seconds a day fast, which is not too bad. I've had a lot worse, but that's well within the tolerances that Myoto normally give you. The dial has got this lovely effect where it looks like broken glass, if you know what I mean. Let's imagine the point of impact being in the middle of where the pinion is. It looks like it's shattered and it's got this gorgeous effect. And all of the dials have this same effect, but they have this different colours, of course, and it's got a fume effect as well included, which basically means it goes from dark to light in the middle. The usual Phoibos Kraken logo here just below the 12 o'clock marker. Everything is brushed, including around the indices and the hands themselves, which are absolutely loaded with lume. So now I've done the introduction, you know what you're looking at here. I'm going to discuss with you why I think this has got some proper 90s vibes. So the first thing, why do I say 90s vibes? Well, I would say watches from the 90s are kind of a trend I noticed in a lot of watches, especially tags of that era. You could get, they had very sort of curvy bracelets. And by curvy, I mean they were often integrated, but they had a bit more shape and curve to them, including the links. So that's my first little feeling of inspiration. But the main thing is, this has got proper 90s Omega Seamaster vibes with these lyre lugs, the crown, and the general case proportions and styling really makes me feel like this is a bit of a 90s charmer. Because as well, if you look at this bezel insert, which is all brushed stainless steel, that's another thing which makes me feel like this is almost like a 90s tag or something because of that, just that aesthetic. And I'd even say as well, looking at these indices, I know it's not a 90s watch, but it came out in 2000. The Seiko Monster had these very large, aggressive looking markers. And I just think, again, that adds to that sort of era, the kind of look we're going with here. So I'm hoping my links aren't too tenuous, and I think I've given a fair enough reason why I think this has got that kind of 90s vibe to it. The sizing is good. It's a 40mm case size. It's quite charming, not too big. It's not too thick. It's only 12mm. It really all adds up to me to just why I think it's got that kind of vibe to it. But is it a good watch? That's a good thing to ask next. As a reviewer, I need to let you know my honest opinion. And I'd say overall, objectively, this is a fantastic watch because the way you measure it is just generally the build quality, the fit and the finish. And you are getting that as usual with a Phoibos. Really lovely smooth brushing. All the tactile elements are done so well. This bezel action is glorious. It's really smooth. There's no back play or wobble in it anywhere. It just feels really tight, but it's light enough to have a good feel to it. And it lines up absolutely perfectly. The lume in this is insanely good. There's absolutely buckets of it. As you can see, with 15 layers of it, it literally glows like an absolute torch. Absolutely fantastic. Amazing stuff. Lasts all night. You can read this clearly in the morning. It is so impressive. And the other tactile thing is just the unscrewing of the crown is so smooth. Lovely little pop when you pull it out. That sounded a bit dodgy, sorry. And then it's just really easy to screw it back in. Again, sounding a bit dodgy, but at least the crown itself is not as dodgy as the reviewer. And then what's really cool about this bracelet is look how much sort of flex there is in it. It's a bit like this snake pattern you get with it, which I think really goes with the green and the sort of rainforest effect. It really has some fun elements to it because it's got such an interesting, intricate, almost like an engineer style bracelet effect to it. And all the brushing as well is really nice. It plays with the light beautifully. But the cool thing is how unbelievably comfortable this is. It just fits your wrist beautifully. It sort of gives with you. Has enough flex and movement in it for it to just feel like it just melts on the wrist. And that for me is a very important thing. I need a comfortable watch. The only niggles I'm going to sort of complain about initially is look how big this gap is here. I know this is effectively a massive chunky clasp because of the built-in quick micro adjust and it being a milled clasp as well. It's a very good quality clasp, but I just think it's very, very chunky and you get some big unsightly gaps, especially on this side. That for me is something I don't quite like. I would like a bit more taper. I think this can get away with, because it's only a 40mm watch, dropping down to 16 here and then having only an 18mm clasp. I think that would have helped the proportions. And then I also just don't like the case back as much as I like some of their other ones. I think they could have just done this plain or even exhibition and then maybe invest, because this is still an expensive watch, around €400, to have maybe a decorated rotor instead. And the other criticism, I don't quite like this Kraken. I know a lot of people criticise it. I think they could get away with going back to using just a nice bold font, some text saying Phoibos. I think it'd be less fussy because we've got quite a fussy dial here with this intricate, gorgeous pattern. It'd be good to maybe not have so many other fussy elements, such as that very intricate looking logo. But back to the positives of this dial is it's just so gorgeous. It plays with the light so nicely. Really fun to have this kind of texture, but it's not too garish that it's going to spoil the look of the watch and make it look a bit too out there. I think if it was a flat dial, it would have been too boring. Phoibos are known for their quirkier watches, and I think this is quirky enough without being so much of an oddball that's going to put people off. Lovely, very big, bold, brushed hands, slightly Amiga-esque again, like I was talking about this lyre lug here, crown design, feeling like a 90s Amiga. These big, bold hands are so easy to read, but I think it would have been better if the minute hand was a bit more chunkier than the hour hand, because the minute hand is the one you're going to use if you're going to use it for timing. Brushing is exquisite. I prefer brushing going that way rather than this vertical brushing, but that's just me being fussy. But I still think it looks absolutely gorgeous. The crown guards look really smoothly integrated and do a nice enough job to protect the crown without smothering it and impeding the ability to use it. So overall, I think the sizing is spot on, the specification's awesome, and it's quirky without being so quirky it's going to put you off. The price is a little bit steep, but I think you're getting an amazing specification and a very enjoyable everyday wear watch for that kind of money. So thanks for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have making it. Buddy's been my little companion while I record these videos. He's always in the background, and most of the videos you don't see him, he's off screen. I just wanted to say thanks for getting to this bit. Don't forget there's a discount on this watch until mid-May. All the details, of course, in the description. So thanks again for you for watching, and thanks for Phoibos for sending me the watch. Thanks for Buddy being an awesome dog. So yeah, just hit subscribe and check out some of my other videos. See you in the next one. Bye for now.